Hello, faith leaders, and welcome to Breaktime. Today, Psalm 7:8 says, "Let the Lord judge the peoples. Vindicate me, Lord, according to my righteousness, according to my integrity, O Most High." Did you catch the phrase in here that says, "Let the Lord judge the people"? Let the Lord judge the people. You know, so often, we can find this scripture in Matthew. We can see the speck in our brother's eyes really well. We can judge that speck. We can see it a mile away. And I don't know if it's just an internal thing that helps us feel better about who we are, if we can see the fault in another person's eye, in another person. But here's what happens. We often see that, but we neglect to see our own plank hanging out of our own eye, our own fault, our own weakness, our own issue. And oftentimes we miss the opportunity for growth because we're too busy looking at the speck in our own eye, in our brother's eye, our co-worker's eye, our friend's eye, those who you gather with, their eyes. You can see it. But let me challenge you, and let me challenge me. How many opportunities do we give to the Lord to actually judge our own heart, to see our own heart? We're going to talk a lot about that this week. Do we lay our own selves before God in a way that gives him the space to bring discipline into our lives and to bring correction into our lives, to rebuke our lives till we are in a different place, that we see our brother differently? Now, here's my thought. If you and I walk around judging other people, chances are, if you're in that place, if you're constantly criticizing, if you're constantly seeing the wrong in others, I am going to say there's probably a great opportunity that you're missing. And it's not going to be found because you're judging others. It's going to be found because I need to take a good look in the mirror and allow God to examine my own heart, my own place with him, instead of being overly concerned with the faults of those around us. Some of the most judgmental, critical people, remember, have huge heart issues that they're unwilling to bring. And so instead of dealing with their own issue, they want to deal with yours, because yours makes them, sadly enough, you probably recognized this, makes them feel better. You feel better if you can deal with them. Isn't that odd how that happens? So David said very specifically, God, you judge the people. You know, Paul even said, "For I care very little if I'm judged by you or by any human court. Only God was his judge." And so he got to this place where he could rest in the Lord because he knew the Lord as a righteous judge. Do you know him like that? Do you know him so intimately that you're allowing him to be the judge of your life, to examine you? You know what? Maybe this is a good day to say, you know what, Lord? Here's my heart. Search me. Search me. Have a blessed day.